All right, this is another video, another good example to understand acute angle bearing. Now, in this question, what we are given is 50 degrees between A and East. The angle between A and East is 50 degrees. But remember, for us to solve any acute angle bearing, you always have to pay attention to your north and your south. After you have gotten the angle that you are given, check, is it close, is your direction, that is A, is A close to south or it's close to north? In this case, A is close to south, which means your bearing is going to be the angle between south and A. Your bearing is going to be the angle between south and A. It is not going to be the angle between east and A. Remember, always make reference to your north and your south. And what makes you to know which one to choose between north and south is which one is A close to. So if A is close to south, it's going to be the angle between south and A. If A is close to north, it's going to be the angle between north and A. The previous question, it was close to north, and that was why we used the angle between north and A. So in this case, we are given 50 degrees as the angle between A and East. We know that cannot be the bearing, but at least that has given us a little bit of information for us to solve for the bearing. And also we know that the total angle between south and east is what? Is 90 degrees. It's a right angle. So what do we do about that? The angle between south and A, which should be the bearing, we can simply just call that A. Let's call that angle A. So let's call it angle A. No problem. So we're trying to calculate for angle A now. So what do? We know that A plus 50 degrees is going to be equal to what? 90 degrees. So if A plus 50 degrees equals 90 degrees, what is A? So easily we can say A equals to what? 90 degrees minus 50 degrees. And if we've gotten that, the answer eventually is going to be equal to A being what? 40 degrees. So which means A is going to be 40 degrees. And if A is equal to 40 degrees, and we know that the bearing is the angle between south and A is the angle between south and A. So it's basically easy for us to solve it, which means the answer for the question is going to be what? So let's try to create a little bit of space over there so that we can get that answer. So we know that the angle is already 40 degrees, no problem. So let's try to solve that. So now, for that, we can easily just say the bearing is what? South. Remember, south always comes before east or west. And if it is north, north will always come before east or west. You cannot have east north or have east south. It is always south first before those east and west, or north first before east and west. So we have the A is between south and east, so we can put south and we put east over here. What is the angle? The angle we calculated is what? 40 degrees. So which means the bearing of what? Of A from B, that is, you're starting from B, you are trying to go towards A, is what? Is south 40 degrees east. And that is the solution for that.